So since everybody's talking about the fourth Sonic movie, I thought I could try talking about it as well, while also discussing this theory I made when I walked out of the theater after seeing the third film. So to give you an explanation, when I went to see the third film, I was leaving the theater, as I was walking through the doors to leave, the doors to the actual building, not the room, I had this theory that the lake Sonic and Tom fish at in the second film, it since they have the birthday party in the third film next door, what if that lake was actually Never Lake from Sonic CD? And yes, Never Lake is the canonic name of the lake from Sonic CD. When they do the where Little Planet hangs over, when they do the Sonic Boom, Sonic Boom, Sonic Boom, or the dun 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 dun, you can do anything, you can try, you can do anything. Yeah, that song. And then later in the outro, when he saved Amy, and they do the when you feel wide, look at yourself. Inside your heart, you will find a special place to unwind. That all three of the songs are great, and I was thinking, what if, since we're gonna get Amy and Middle Sonic again, Never Lake, it's right there. And I want to point out that Metal Sonic was a big surprise that I'm excited for. But with Amy, not so much. So pretty much to give you an explanation, in 2022, 2023, when I saw Sonic 2 in theaters, the second Sonic movie, when I came home, I got like an announcement or something that the third film was being made, and the image was Sonic in front of a wind portal with Shadow and Amy behind him by its side. And the image probably was fake. I'd actually put in the image in this video, but I couldn't find it. Because, I mean, if I gave a basic prompt in the search bar of the internet, it just gave random stuff. But so after that, it's like, oh, cool, Amy's gonna be in the third movie. But then as 2023, 2024 went on, I was like, will she be in it? Will she not? Yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. And then when I saw the third film and she showed up, I was like, oh, cool, she is gonna be in it. She is in this. So I'm not gonna say, hey, I knew she'd be in the third movie the entire time. I'm just gonna say, oh, that I was like, oh yeah, I remember being, oh yeah, I remember being told that she'd be in it or something. And that's it, if I'm being honest, brutally honest. But, yeah, and I'm saying this because the only lore we have of the second, of the lake, it's in the second, where Tom mentions that he and his father, growing up, would fish here. And they never state the name of the lake. They just say the lake in this very lake. Like it just happened just now in the clip. But, you know, that's just what I think. That, because we get nothing about it in the third movie. It's just there. They have like Sonic's birthday right at the lake, like on the surrounding ground. So I just thought, yeah, that's gotta be Never Lake, because Metal Sonic and Amy are gonna be in this. And, I do want to point out that, that it'd be perfect, because Sonic CD, we've been confirmed it'll be Sonic CD based. But since the lake is surrounded by trees, like a forest, in Sonic CD Never Lake, it's the same thing. As you can see in the intro here, he does the loop with the trees in the forest. So, you know, both have a forest nearby or surrounding it. So, that checks out. the inclusion of Amy in Metal Sonic, which, again, other than the Amy thing, Metal Sonic was a huge surprise. I'm stoked about that. I'll talk about him, what I want to see with him later. Yeah, and neighbors. But, that's it. But another thing I want to talk about is the end credits. And I know what you're thinking. The end credits, not the actual movie. Well, let me explain to you. So, in the first movie, the end credits was a pixel art or Sega Genesis retelling of the movie in the form of a Sega Genesis game. At least I think it is, considering that's where Sonic came from. And it was very cool. I really loved it. And that's just great. And it referenced a lot, and it retold the film, but if it were a video game on the Sega Genesis a bit. And they did the same exact thing in the second film too, as well, with the levels. Like, as you can see here, there's the platforming, and it's just super cool. I really loved it. And when they made the third film, a lot of people started questioning that the end credits wouldn't because of the Run It Song music video. But, like, watch, as you're gonna see, this is the end credits of the first film. And I'm gonna play, like, the sequels credits too to show you what I mean, that it also does the Genesis retelling. Yeah, see, it retells the second film, and if it was a game on the Sega Genesis for the sequel. And that was very cool. It's just very cool. Also, I noticed the sprite for Sonic in the sequel does blue arms to match the film. In the first, it's just regular. I don't have a problem with it. I just wish I'm good with either way. I just prefer the original sprite. Yeah, I wish they did more loop-de-loops in the games, but that's beyond the point. And yeah, it kind of does get less video game-ish in certain parts, but still it copies the first film with the Sega Genesis game retelling of the movie you just watched, which is cool. I wish the Mario movie did that. I do love what they did in the end, but still, that would have been cool. That would have been cool, but I guess they don't want to be all rivalry picky with Sega. I mean, Mario vs. Sonic has been a thing for too long now. But that's just me. But, with all that, as you can tell, like, it was cool on, like, the animations, but, the fact that it was pixel art was special, and pretty much with that, like, I was expecting the same thing for the third film. Like, in a minute, I'm gonna play the third film's credits, just to show you, or give it to you, what I mean. And it's that I do appreciate the third film with the Sonic the Fighters inspired character models, which that is confirmed. The models, see, it's playing right now. The models for Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, and possibly Shadow, or at least all the characters, are inspired by Sonic the Fighters. And if you don't know what Sonic the Fighters are, it's a arcade game. That's where Beanbag and Honey the Cat come from. But as you can see, it's different. It's three-dimensional, and it does look cool, just not as great as the first two. And also, as you can see, it does retell the movie a bit, but it's out of order. See, though, in Tokyo, then it's Shadow waking up, which Shadow waking up is at the beginning, followed by the Tokyo. And see, now they're escaping the base. Now it's the crab, which they introduced before going to the base. I think you get the point. And honestly, I don't mind it. I just prefer, like, if it would be cool if it was 2D pixel art like the first two. And honestly, when this happened, I was curious if they did the same, if every Sonic film, like every sequel after the third one, would be doing something similar to this, and only the first two get the Genesis pixel art. And I honestly hope that isn't the case. Honestly, I don't know why they did this, though, in the first place. As much as I loved Sonic the Fighters, I don't know why they did this. I wonder if they just did this because Shadow's involved and he's was introduced in 3D and never pixel art, but that's just me. I would like it to change it, especially since we're going to be meeting Amy and Metal Sonic. But other than that, that's fine. What I want to see in the fourth movie is I don't want the Terminator Bates storyline to be true. Like, I've heard that rumor many times, but I just don't. Also, because we've been confirmed as Sonic CD based, so I look forward to that. But the rom-com, I need to talk about that. Just why do we need that? Like, why do we need that? Why do we need that? The rom-com, no thank you. Son Amy isn't a thing yet. I mean, if they do eventually do that, I can respect that. As I mentioned before in the description of the Bond and Sherry moments, you could read that, reread that, but pretty much no thank you on the rom-com, because the first three movies were for all ages, and if you make the fourth movie a rom-com, that's not all ages. That's kind of annoying. And also, as for the Shadow the Hedgehog after credit scene, I think that's just to show he's still alive. I don't think it's anything serious as of now. But if you look at the scenery, you could tell he's in like some sort of desert area. In fact, it might mostly likely be either the desert near Hollywood, Los Angeles. Either that or the desert on the outskirts of Las Vegas. You could cause you could tell it's a desert because if you look back in the background at the beginning, there's like cactuses back there. But that's all it, actually. Just no thank you on the Terminator or rom-com stuff. Those rumors should be won. Because not everybody's gonna want to see a rom-com. Like, I feel like people are just saying that because Amy's gonna be in this. We're gonna get Son Amy moments. And no thank you. I respect you, Son Amy shippers, but still, it's not about everyone. I mean, it's about everyone, just not the ship. But, also, not to mention Metal Sonic, main selling point of the movie, let's be real. Let's be real. But that's all I have to say. I'm gonna be making another video for today based on the topic with the thing I have about the characters. So, stay tuned for that. But also, let me know what you think, what you want to see in the fourth film. Like, for me, I want to see Stardust Speedway, like, past, present, and both good and bad futures, because that'd be cool. I also noticed ever since Sonic 4, every time we get Stardust Speedway in the games, it's always the bad future. Like, it's never... And that's in, like, the modern games. I know Sonic Mania kind of brought back the past and present, but not even the futures at all. And, honestly, I hope we get all of them, because, believe it or not, Stardust Speedway, past, present, and good future are also as cool as the bad future. So it's something to point out. But anyway, that's gonna be it. So I'll see you later on my character theory.